Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is many a true net, and welcome to Scum. Now, Scum is basically a big online survivally crafty sort of thing, and you're probably thinking, John, there's 10 million of those, why are you showing off this one in particular? Well, Scum is something rather interesting to me, which is, I think it's the most ridiculously in-depth, hardcore survivally thing I've ever seen. You see, you start off as just some bloke. He's technically part of like a game show or something. That's the framing device. That doesn't really seem to add much at this point. And you know, he's got some health and he's got some stamina. And yeah, the stamina goes down if you sprint and if you punch things and all of that business. And there's hydration at the bottom. And I can't remember what that other one is that's currently at 0%. Energy? Possibly energy. Thinking, John, this doesn't look too hardcore. You've clearly been drinking. No. No. You see, those are just the absolute basic stats. The bit that you're probably really interested in is the metabolism tab, where basically what we have to do is keep an eye on our character's, like a heart rate, and I don't even know what some of these are in the top left. I mean, what are these? What's SPO? Okay, something to do with like breathing rate or something, and this one's, I've no clue. Something to do with my lungs. That's my temperature. Keep an eye on your temperature, obviously, and your body monitor, and your lifetime, and your weight, and storage fat, and temperature deviation, and blood volume, obviously, because if you bleed, your blood volume's going to go down. Then, obviously, you've got to keep an eye on, you know, how fast you eat, and how far you can see, and also, like, water consumption rates, and also every single different vitamin. I've actually got a stat based on like stuff I've eaten recently that affects every single different vitamin and mineral inside my body and my own pooing. I can watch my pooing occur in real time. I need to keep an eye on how much I've got in my stomach, how much I've got in my intestines, how much I've got in my colon, and also my bladder fullness level. Now, I don't really know what actually happens if I decide to, like, you know, get myself with a 100% full colon. I'm not sure I want to know, really. Here we go. I've found a rose hip. So I'm just going to eat that right now, because of course I am. And as soon as I've eaten that, we'll go over to metabolism. And you'll see that now, for the time being, I've got some rosehip in my system. Because obviously, like, you know, just eating something doesn't immediately apply it. That would be stupid. So instead, like a potato I ate 10 minutes ago, that's still slowly working its way through my system. And yeah, the rosehip is just, you know, like slowly entering my system as well. And that's just ticking through. And that's having an impact on my minerals and vitamins. Obviously, you don't even need to keep an eye on this business. And quite frankly, it's ludicrous. Just look at that. When I'm standing still, yeah, calorie intake and calorie usage. Then when I start running, this all it's just absolutely... Oh, hello. Also, the zombies over there. Yeah, the zombies in this game. Hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself. We should probably go back to the beginning. See, first up, you need to create a character. And I quite like the way you create characters, because age basically changes what you're actually good at. So if you play as a basic default 20-year-old, then you get dexterity +2. If you go up to 30, you're a bit more well-rounded and more balanced. And then, yeah, as you start getting into older territory, it's intelligence that starts actually going up to the forefront. Whereas, yeah, your strength and your dexterity aren't quite what they once were. And then when you choose your body type, you're not just basically choosing pure on aesthetic grounds, you're actually choosing how your base values get swiveled around. So if you go for maximum fatness, you are extremely strong and extremely intelligent. If you go for maximum thinness, it's all about the constitution and dexterity. Maximum muscularness is maximum strength and constitution. So I think I'll go for midway between muscular and fat to max out strength, but also have, yeah, constitution, dexterity, and intelligence still being at a decent level. That should be absolutely fine. Meanwhile, there's a whole bunch of stuff they haven't actually entered into the game yet, because it literally just entered early access today. This version I'm playing right now is actually the pre-early access alpha. So eventually there's going to be things like floors. So if you want to, you can get into alcoholism, smoking, drug abuse, and what stage of floor you're into. So I don't know what that does, but oh yeah, and there's also a crime slider, because of course there is. And then using those stats you've set up, basically figure out which derived stats you actually want to favour. So, as I've got so much strength, I absolutely want melee weapons to be as maxed out as it can be up to advanced, because yeah, you're going to be doing a lot of meleeing in this game. Like, I'm not really going to bother with things like rifles and handguns, because you don't see much ammo floating around. Definitely want my running to be pretty darn high, because you're going to be doing a lot of that too, quite frankly. Stealth, good idea. Let's actually have those bastards not see me. I've still got a tiny bit of dexterity, so go for throwing as well. Throwing is good. And then medical camouflage tactics. Awareness. Awareness seems like a good idea. Let's have some decent awareness and also some medical, because I'm probably going to get a little bit sick. Beautiful, that'll do the job. Wait, no it won't. I've literally got leftover strength points. Okay, you know what? Let's put it into handguns. Maybe I'll find a handgun if I'm lucky. So, here we are in the game once again. And this game is, well, I'm going to say it could do with a better tutorial. It doesn't have a tutorial, so that's an interesting decision. A game where they decide to accurately model your actual vitamin B12 intake and its input on your propensity to need to go to the bathroom. That's a game that doesn't come with a tutorial. Fascinating, especially as it doesn't actually play by normal rules. Because, you know, normal survival game, you'd probably be thinking, okay, pick up some sticks, make some wooden tools, and then we'll work our way up through stone, then we'll work our way into metal. No, Scum doesn't do that. So, to actually make you avoid the trial and error I had to do, here's a quick guide on how to get started. Number 1, look down on the ground until you find some rocks. Here we go, some rocks. So when you find some rocks, it just says search for rocks. Do at that point search for some rocks. Marvellous. That's created some rocks. Nice thing about this game, you do not need to have things in your inventory to craft with them. As long as you're close by to them, they're available for crafting, which is very, very nice indeed. These 2 rocks are a really important starting point, because right now I can't get access to any wood, and wood is the basic component we need for everything, but I can't chop down or access wood in any way until I've made something out of stone. Now you're probably thinking, okay, let's look at the crafting menu and look what's up in the top left, because that's going to be the basic thing you start with. No, that's a more advanced tool. The 2 things you're actually going to need immediately are the basic stone knife, which is on the second row, second in from the left, and the improvised wooden spear, which is second in from the left on the bottom row, which is interesting. They really feel like they should be up here, but whatever, Scum kind of does its own thing. Also, one of those rocks just bloody despawned. Come back here, rocks. Here we go. 2 rocks. That means I can now create myself a stone knife. Beautiful. And with that, I can start chopping stuff down and generally getting into much better shape. So now 1 stone knife in the vicinity, put that in my hands as we're actually going to be needing that. Come out of here, look for some nice big bushes. Big bushes, nice source of wood. Right now I can't chop down massive trees, gonna need a big axe for that, but I can chop down basic bushes, and this will give me more than what I need to get going. So chopping down 2 bushes gets me some small wooden sticks and some long wooden sticks. Good. The long wooden sticks are what I need, because that lets me get a handful of improvised wooden spears. So now I can actually make those, because yeah, you need the long wooden stick, that's the ingredient, the cog. Meanwhile, the little hammer means the tool you need to make this, so the actual little kind of stone knife thing I just had is just fine. Craft myself 2 of them, and I'm actually now armed. See, the thing about this game is it's largely about inventory management at the beginning, because, yeah, at the beginning of the game you have your inmate shirt and your inmate pants, because you're technically on this game show thing or whatever. And my shirt, I've got 1 inventory slot where it can only be 1 thing, and it can't weigh more than 0.6 kilograms. Meanwhile, my pants, I've got only 2 slots, and the combined weight can only be 1 kilogram. So, not exactly much space. Fortunately, stuff you're holding in your hands and your holsters doesn't actually count. So all we need to do is, yeah, these improvised wooden spears, double click, and those automatically go over to my new holsters, automatically hotkeyed to 1 and 2. So now I've got myself a nice little weapon. So I can just get those out, I can swing, they've got a bit of range to them, and I can also throw them if that's what I want to do, because, you know, they're spears. So now I can actually deal with the odd zombie if that's who I come across. Because, yeah, a large part of the early part of the game is just basically getting your inventory system sorted out. Because right now, yeah, I've only got this space. I need to get some more. So getting additional layers and kind of layering up a little bit. Because I can keep wearing this thing, but I could wear, like, you know, a big jacket over the top and some better hiking boots and something. And all of those would give me additional inventory slots. Then I can actually carry around some more stuff. Because if I want to actually create a stone axe, I'm going to be needing a small stone axe head and a long wooden stick and some rope. So right now, because of the weight of those items, I probably physically couldn't carry those around. So probably not a great thing, especially as ultimately you're going to be wanting a weapon, and you're going to want an axe, you're going to want a shovel, and diddly-diddly-dee. So you're going to need a lot more inventory space. That's kind of what the early game's about now. So what I probably should try and do is find some civilization, because that's where the zombies tend to be hanging out. So go over to the map here, and there's me down in A3. And looks like there's looks like a very small bit of civilization in this sort of a direction. Now, This game is actually online, and there are some people floating around, but like this is 144 kilometers squared. I think there's only like 23 other people on the server. So my odds of running into someone aren't great, and most of the people I've run into so far have been pretty friendly. Oh, here's interesting, by the way. So your run speed is controlled by the mouse wheel. So if you kind of mouse up, you're running faster but burning stamina. Whereas if you mouse wheel down, you end up in a scenario where you're walking, but either regaining or burning very little stamina. It's quite a nice system, actually. I quite like it. So yeah, we've got ourselves something over here. Question is, do I see movement? And if so, is it a human or is it a zombie? Because running into a zombie right now wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because the zombies are themselves wearing clothes. So getting, yeah, something to wear off a zombie would not be a bad thing. But equally, if it's quiet and there happens to be like a bedroom in this house, then that'll do the job as well, I suppose. Nice thing, by the way, because of the vicinity system, you can often just very quickly just go into your inventory and just check if anything shows up in vicinity. Those things inside containers don't show up. That's just things that are actually lying down and... Okay. This all seems to be quiet for the time being, and the doors are closed. Because, yeah, doors stay open if anyone's actually opened them previously. They don't automatically reclose. So that probably means on this server, in this instance, no one's actually caused any trouble. And hello! I see you! Hi there! That's just a camera because, you know, of the whole thing, we're technically on a reality TV show. So he's just, you know, decided to follow me around and check what's going on. That's fine. You may notice my fame slowly ticking up as I do things. That basically means, yeah, because I'm on this game show, people are slowly starting to pay attention to me and what have you. That's just some nails. Yeah, you notice I'm immediately basically almost out of inventory space. So what I need to find as a starting point is more clothes. Or, well, there's another way to get more inventory space that might be of interest as well. Though, okay, let's go find the house. Because, yeah, I like that things actually vaguely make sense in this game, which is if you want to find clothes, try a bedroom and a wardrobe. So we got ourselves a house right here. Search these places. If we're lucky, might stumble across something I can utilise. Alright, no clothes and no zombies. Where's my next destination in that case? Back to the map here. Looks like I could take... Yeah, if I follow the main road in this direction, I should run into what looks like a pretty darn major city at some point. Now, there's got to be zombies around there somewhere. As I've been a little bit unlucky with, yeah, finding what I need to find over here, this is probably a good direction to head next. Now, bear in mind, of course, this here is a pretty big city, pretty obvious on the map. Other players might be drawn to this location as well, so just skirt around the outside, have a little look-see if any of the doors look open, or otherwise this place looks like it's already been ransacked. And more importantly, check for zombies. Because I could actually, you know, go for a zombie right about now, to be perfectly honest. Okay, this will do the job. House, right here. Because if I want clothes, I want bedrooms. And, yeah, this looks good. Actually, this is a series of apartments, isn't it? So, okay. This might do as a starting point. If we're lucky, we'll find something around here. Ooh, ammo. Right. Remember that's there, but don't take that just yet. Because one, I don't have a shotgun. And two, well, I'm finding all the advanced stuff. I'm just kind of getting really lucky, I suppose, and finding all the flipping advanced stuff before I find, you know, the absolute flipping basics. Oh, good. I've found a baseball cap. The one item that's completely flipping useless. When I say completely flipping useless, tell you what, rather than wearing that, how about we just quickly cut that into some lovely rags? Because it literally provides me with no benefit whatsoever, but as rags, it just might. Also, thing to be very careful of. If you're storing something in your hands and you need to use your hands for something else, then you drop the thing in your hands if there's no space for it in your inventory. So I almost accidentally left my stone knife behind there. Ooh, and this is good. Painkillers. That'll probably do something when I inevitably get stabbed. Ah, here we go. A jersey shirt. I think that's actually one of the few things in the game that's not actually any better than what I've already got. So, yeah, if I put that on, I actually lose carry weight. So that's just flipping marvellous. However, that's not actually that bad. Because bear in mind, you don't just wear clothes, you also chop them up. So this is probably accidentally going to be marvellous. And that gets me, oh yeah, rags, and some rag strips. And I've already got rags. Ooh. Well, this is quite frankly interesting. So, what we probably want to do is, yeah, just leave those nails on the ground for the time being. So this shirt I'm wearing, that's absolute total garbage, screw that business. Instead, cut that into rags as well. And yet, weirdly, underneath my shirt, I'm wearing a shirt of pretty much the exact same size. And then these rags, cut one of those into rag strips, please. So that will generate a whole bunch of rag strips. And now I should be able to make an extremely flipping desirable... No, wait, hang on. No, I can't. Not quite yet. Because I need... Yeah, I've got the rags and I've got the stone knife. I need the rope. And for the rope, I'm going to be needing one more rag strip. Okay, hang on. Okay, now I can craft a rope. Alright, so turn 5 of those rag strips into a rope. And with that, I can finally craft myself an improvised courier backpack. Oh, flipping yes. Using 3 rags, the rope I just made, and then the stone knife as a flipping tool. Now, you're probably looking at this and thinking, John, this seems a little bit on the painful side. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, the beginning of the game is a little bit on the slow side, but I kind of actually like it. For that reason, like, you know, you don't just run up to a tree, punch a nearby rock, and then, you've got yourself a stone axe. No! This game makes you flipping work for it. And with that improvised courier backpack, I've actually got myself 9 inventory slots. Oh, yeah. With a combined total of, 10 kilograms allowed to be carried. Now that'll do the flipping job. And this lets me pick up all sorts of other things I've been finding, like some gunpowder, and I'm pretty sure I saw in here, yes, a metal saw, which is very, very useful indeed for, creating all sorts of other bits and pieces. So, things I've managed to pick up. I've got myself a sewing kit, which is very useful for making some changes to clothing. Scissors that, again, I can just use for a bit of cutting. Metal scrap, this metal saw. Nails, rag strips, gunpowder. You may also notice I've managed to actually lose my stone knife. Because I did the exact thing I warned you not to do. Which is I did something with my hands, and then I just left my stone knife behind. And now I can't remember exactly where that would be. So, we're just basically going to need to make a new one of them. That's fine, it was probably damaged already. Oh, I just heard a noise. No, that's a bear. Okay, I haven't actually technically fought a bear before, but I've decided I don't want to attempt to do it while technically not wearing any clothing on my upper body whatsoever. Like, I feel like that's the sort of thing you do after you've had a little bit of practice and you're actually wearing some decent armor. Oh, is that a zombie up there? I think that might be a zombie, you know. Spot flipping on. Just check around for more, because, there's often... Oh, hang on, is that one zombie or 2? I think it's just the one. Check around for friends. You don't want to get swarmed. Individually, zombies ain't so bad. Oh, a police station. That's of interest. And I think he's just seen me. Make sure that cry hasn't alerted anyone else. I don't believe it has. Right, okay. So now what we probably want to do, if we can, is just take a big swing at him. That will just stagger him. And then sooner or later, we're just going to want to take a shot at his head. So, go. And there we go. Do we get him? Get the other one out just in case. No, we're good. Yeah, you want to stagger him with a swing and then go for a shot into them. So pick that up. That's now as it should be. And, more importantly, zombies are an excellent source of everything, actually. So you'll see here everything has just been laid out for me. So, he's got himself a work jacket. Put that on immediately. And that gets me an additional 6 slots. Absolutely marvellous. Got myself some thread. Some tactical gloves. Okay. That's potentially of interest. Do they do anything? Not... Hang on. I swear I just heard a door. Zombies don't open doors. Well, there's someone over there. Okay. I see one zombie over there. Hopefully that was just you and not a player. Because this isn't quite Rust levels of dickery, but on occasion there can certainly be some small levels of dickery. And tactical military pants. That seems like a good idea as well. So swap them in, please. Oh, yeah, 6 slots. So, this This is definitely what we wanted to see. This, a lot better. And in addition, cut into... Wait, how would I cut this into rags? Ah! Using my flipping saw... Oh no, my scissors! Oh, good! I've got scissors now. So I can just use the scissors. And I can bring some of this stuff with me. I may as well bring along some of this, just so I've actually got it. Actually, just check here. What else can I craft with that? There's a small improvised backpack. That's actually a bigger backpack, but I'd need multiple thread or rope or... Yeah, because lots of things can be made with different components, which I quite like, actually. You've got a choice of how you're going to actually make it. Lots of different tools would do the job, and it kind of defaults to the ones that's closest to whatever you've already got. Yeah, stone axe probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I've already got, yeah, I either need rope or I need that. Actually, that's a good point. While I'm actually standing right here, I may as well break some of this down into rag strips. Just create loads more rag strips, create myself some more rope. Because you need rope for lots of bits and pieces. Okay, rope. Bring that with me. Rope is extremely bloody good. And I've got a bunch of spare space as well. So, go on then. Bring some rags and some strips just in case I need some of that. I can dump it later if need be. I'm pretty happy with where I am for the time being. Stand up to the police station. So, now I think you're starting to see how this all fits together. Now, having started off with basically no inventory space, I've actually got, you know, not loads, but enough for the time being. Now, Mr. Police Station. Because if there's going to be one place I might actually be able to find myself a flipping gun, this feels like it might be it. And here we flipping go. We got ourselves one pistol that needs... I don't know exactly. Ah, wait, hang on, what's the problem? Ah, the problem is, this thing weighs 2 kilograms. So what I need to do is I need to move some of this out the way because I can actually have more weight in my work jacket. So this is, why are you not being happy? Ah, the gun is a 2x2 grid. Gotcha. There's the problem. And as for the ammo, that's actually pretty heavy. Okay, the question is, what sort of ammo does that gun actually take? If I want to put that into, yeah, my hand, say. Can we reload it? No. Slight problem. That ammo is not compatible with this gun. Now, I've actually got some rope here, so it's probably time to start thinking about some better tools that we got going on. So if I want to make myself an actual stone axe, and particularly, ooh, a big stone axe head. Actually, that's eminently manageable, a big stone axe. All I need is a big stone axe head, and for a big stone axe head, all I need is 2 stones as opposed to, yeah, 2 stones. Okay, well that's eminently doable. Grab myself a rag that's apparently just standing nearby. So grab myself some of that. I've got the rope, I've got that. I've got myself, well, actually I need to make myself a new stone thing. But for the most part, we're in good shape. Okay, I'm going to go make myself a massive axe. Hang on. Or maybe I'm not, because I've just found a baseball bat. Okay, now this is interesting. Because a baseball bat can be converted into a baseball bat with nails. If I've got nails. I've got nails. Okay, this was just meant to flipping be. Right, baseball bats. Now to become baseball bat featuring... I think you just dropped the baseball bat because he needs to have his hands empty in order to put the nails into the baseball bat. So we dropped the... Okay, fine. You know what? You make a baseball bat with nails however you want. In fact, I think we'll actually put that in slot number... I think that should be slot number 1. To be honest, I feel like the baseball bat with nails should always be my first go-to. That's a good starting point right there. Ooh, and a really nice knife as well. I'll take a really nice knife, and I think we'll also put that on a hotkey. Okay. Now we're starting to get somewhere. This police station thing was a marvellous idea, if I do say so myself. Probably not plastic scissors, though. Those we can probably do without. Okay, I was hoping for Elite Riot gear. Didn't find that. Instead, found a fisherman's hat and a tracksuit top. But because I'm wearing that underneath my work jacket, it doesn't replace it, it goes, like, underneath it. It still comes with an additional 2 slots. So... I've still got 2 more slots than I had before, so that's absolutely fine. And I can wear a shirt underneath that as well for a further 1. Marvellous. So, yeah, we're really layering up at this point. And every single time you add more layers, of course, you're affecting your temperature. Because the red number represents, yeah, how much, like, thermal insulation. So, I'm guessing at some point I'm going to start overheating. That's entirely possible. And, yeah, now, I've got myself a really nice knife. And I've got myself a really nice battery thing. Oh! That's a water pump down there. Whoa, I'm glad I came up here. I can actually see what's going on. Water pump. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Because my hydro is, well, it's not exactly low, but it could probably do with just, you know, topping up and water bottle. Well, this is just extremely bloody convenient right here, just when I saw some water. Meanwhile, excellent news, I've got like over my daily recommended allowance of calcium already. Though I could do with a bit more copper, magnesium and... Wait, magnesium or is that... Wait, what's the other one? I can't remember the other one. And what's Se? I don't even know what that is. I've actually got a counter for an element I don't even know what that is. So, got myself a lovely thing here. Obviously drink up, and unlike in Fallout 4 Survival Mode, your actual hydration doesn't jump up immediately. Instead, I've just added water into my system that means for a certain period of time, my hydration will continue to go up, which is... Is that more realistic? It kind of feels like that should be more realistic, but I don't actually know. And in addition, of course, don't forget to fill up that water bottle at the pump, so now I've actually got some water with me, just in case I get thirsty later. Spot on. Now I'm hungry again, so I do need to scavenge for some food at some point. Or, potentially, murder something out in the waste. Now, be careful. I 100% did see a zombie in this direction. Hello! I see you over there. Hi! Right, me and you, we should probably start, like... Oh, hang on. Actually, I think I did invest a little bit in throwing, didn't I? Just out of interest... Just go! And, oh! Oh, did you see that? Did you see those mad skills I've apparently got at Scum the game? So, let's have a look, see what you've got, my good man. Because as a zombie, you've got an excellent chance of, yeah, having some good stuff on it. Ooh. A police riot vest. Now, what does that theoretically... That doesn't replace anything. That goes over the top. Now, it doesn't provide me with any additional storage, but that's got to be a good thing to have right there. And a jock jacket. Would that replace my jacket slot? And work pants supposed to... No, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. How do I feel about the beanie? I think I like that just a little bit more. Now, you may have also noticed one other thing I can do, which is, using that little hacksaw I picked up. Yes, you can actually chop up the zombies. Sorry, they're technically called puppets. I should be polite and give them their proper name. They're puppets, apparently. And that's not all you can do. That just breaks him down to his constituent parts. So, guts, human arm, human leg. So if you want to, you can then continue chopping down. So there's multiple levels of chopping, alright, just in case you thought your own body was being, you know, simulated with ridiculous levels of detail. Oh no, no, it gets much worse yet. And I can, if I want to, just start eating guts and so forth, and torso. Though I should probably, yeah, I'm just going to keep chopping, just to see what the smallest constituent part I can cut this body down into actually is. Because I think it's individual bones, because bones are a component. There we go. Human steak and also bones. Right. What can we potentially do with all of this? I could create myself a bone needle. Okay, all I'd need is, yeah, my metal saw and a bone. And then I've actually created, basically... Have I even got a needle right now? I don't think I do. No, this will be very, very useful indeed for sewing. Wait, I've already got a sewing kit. Well, you know what? It wouldn't hurt to basically turn this guy's bones into a needle. Meanwhile, I'm not actually planning to do cannibalism, but just in case, let's take along a little bit of his meat just to be sure. Oh, in fact, I could save some inventory space by skewering. So a skewer that can hold 5 pieces of meat. Interesting, I just need 5 pieces of meat. I'd need a skewer. Fine, how do I make a small skewer or... Wait, skewer. Okay, a skewer, I'd need a long wooden stick. I can make that nice and easy enough. Right, you just wait here. I'll be right back. And with this, I can create myself a skewer with meat, because, yeah, these ones are optional components. So, if I had some vegetable oil, and some salt, and some spices, then my cannibal kebab would potentially be a lot nicer. But screw it, I'm just trying to save inventory space right now. Marvellous. Except because this weighs 2.8 kilograms, the only pocket it's allowed to go in is the one at the top. So I need to rearrange everything to make sure that this thing can actually... And it's also a 2x2. Right, okay. Well, that's fine, because if we just move the scissors down to... The scissors can't be there. This is already... That's already full up. So hang on. If I have to move... I have to move the rope somewhere else in order to move a whole bunch of items down into this pocket. And then this should be fine over here. Yeah, that's now okay. So now the rope could be, the rope can be by itself inside here, and then the fox goes in with the chicken, and then why can that not go there? That should be able to go there. Screw it, we'll just carry it around by hand, because for whatever reason it's now refusing to go anywhere in my inventory. So we're just going to carry around my skewer filled with human meat by hand, and hopefully no one judges us for that. Also, I wanted to make an axe, didn't I? Yes, I did. Now, if I want an axe, actually, that's really close by. All I need to do is create some rocks. So just create some rocks and create some rocks. Is that enough rock for me to make a small stone axe head? No, stone axe head. 2 stones. Why can't I make that? Stones? Why are they not stones? There are stones. Those are small stones. Ooh, I need bigger stones. There's a proper big stone. Right. Take a big stone, just need to find another one. Ooh, there's another one. Good, we're already there. Right, okay, right over here. So, big stone thing. Craft that right now, and soon I shall have a mighty stone axe as well. I think I accidentally made the wrong stone axe. You know what? That's fine. I'm happy with just a small stone axe. Any stone axe whatsoever will do. In fact, actually, this is a better idea, because it will take less inventory space. So, with that... I've now got an axe, and that means, screw you, tree, victory at last shall be mine. Okay, I'm going to be honest, the tree falling over animation could have been more overwhelming. And that's got me, hang on, oh yeah, loads of wooden logs, nice. Now I'm guessing that's going to let me create, yes, a fire ring. You know, I was going to cook this human meat first, but starting a fire is more complicated than I thought. So I'm just going to eat, like... Okay, he's going to eat it straight off the skewer. This is fine. This is fine. Red meat, it's okay to eat pretty much raw. That's fine. That's 100% fine. Just... Okay, only 2 bits, though. Like, not too much. Maybe 3. Okay, as long as you don't need, like, more than 60% of all of the human meat on that skewer... That's fine. And the rest of it, we're just going to leave here for someone else to find. The meat's still there, even though I've already eaten the meat, but whatever. Hang on, let's just quickly check what that's done to my metabolism right now. So, yeah, I've actually just had some lovely meat there. Absolutely spot on. So, no, that's not... Wait. P. Is that phosphorus? I don't know. Are humans full of phosphorus? Right, let's head out into the world anyway. I feel like I'm in much better shape right now, and if I'm looking at the map correctly, if I just head over open ground here, I should intersect with a T-junction, and then head straight on, and there'll be a bunch of buildings right up there. Marvellous. Absolutely flipping marvellous. In fact, actually, it looks like there's actually a road that leads to the absolute, edge of the map towards the southwest. Now, there doesn't actually seem to be a building up there. Like, literally right on the 2 of my quick menu. So, what exactly's up there, I'm starting to wonder. Ah, there's that T-junction. Fine, so... Come across here. Head up. I've not seen a single vehicle... Oh. Watchtower. Right, so... There's a type of building I haven't discussed yet inside this area, which is... when you come across things that look like, you know... prisons and whatnot, very often they're bad. Which is to say, there are giant stompy robots inside them. And the giant stompy robots shoot you on sight and just murder you in seconds, and I've never even, like, you know, grazed one of them. And that might be what's here. Or it might just be a fire watchtower and everything's fine. But I'm just going to be a little bit careful and on the listen for any signs of, you know, whirring, machine guns, stomping, all that business. Now, hang on, what's that over there? That's a much bigger area. Ah, okay, that's actually in the right direction for where I want to go ultimately anyway. My stamina's almost worn out, so I should slow myself down for the second. Don't want to rock up into a new town that might be full of zombies with no stamina. That's no good at all. Although, hang on. My stamina doesn't seem to be going back up. Oh, I may have eaten too many humans. Hang on. What is wrong with my stamina right now? Hang on, I need to... Oh, flip. I'm going to need to diagnose myself right now. So stamina, stuck at 10%. 6 out of 60 SUs. Alright, my lungs appear to be going nuts. I've got an extremely elevated heart rate. Okay, none of this looks good. Is it because of a deficiency of vitamin K? I mean, it could be. Oh, it seems to be going up again now. Possibly because my vitamin D deficiency was... I don't know, okay? I don't know. Maybe my bladder was too full. Maybe I ate too many humans. Maybe I didn't eat enough magnesium. Alright, one of these things. Also, you may notice I'm currently standing in the shade, and as a result of that, my body temperature's actually falling. This isn't all for show. This all actually does something. The effects might be so tiny as to be imperceptible, but they're all being modelled, and I really flipping love that. So, this is apparently a little village of Campor. Big question. Who actually is around here that wants to eat me, if anyone? So, little town here. All quiet. Can't help but feel like that up there, whatever that is, that's the more interesting bit of the equation. Oh, we got zombies though. Right, zombies over the top. Question is, could they actually... I think they can jump. Right, and... Go! 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 And... Did you just dive out the way? That's impressive of you. And... Dead? Any friends? No. Okay. My baseball bat did the flipping job. This is why we made the baseball bat with the nails in it. Didn't take a single hit during that. Marvellous. Any chance you guys have got anything good on ya? Tracksuit tops, sweatpants, open finger gloves, a needle. Needle's alright. I'll take a needle, thank you. Right. Just a random church over here. Probably quite on the inside. As a general rule, you only find zombies on the outside. So, bunch of stuff around here. But I did notice that massive, massive spire. That's definitely going to be where I'm going to be wanting to look. Unless, of course, there's anything good happening on the... Ooh, search the altar. You couldn't find anything sitting on this altar. Not one thing. You are 100% sure. Okay, the game is just being a bit of an insufferable tease right now. Up here, there is a scope, but no actual rifle. Wow. That is mildly annoying. Give me a beautiful, beautiful sniper spot. Give me a scope. Don't actually, you know, give me any form of gun or anything. Sure, don't do that. According to the map, yeah, I should intercept the road up the hill. Then be able to figure out, yeah, what exactly is on the top of the hill at the end of the world where there's officially no buildings. Obviously, out in the wild, you will find the odd wild animal, not just bears that want to murder you. I've seen deer wandering around as well, so, yeah, there's non-human food floating around. But certainly, if you're just looking for meat, and the easiest source of meat, I'd say taking out just a lone zombie. That produces an awful lot of meat. But I'm gonna guess there is some form of, you know, negative consequence to eating zombie flesh. Like, you know, typically they don't do that in zombie films, and there is probably a good reason. Now, I've also just noticed that my bladder volume is currently at 95%. And also going up. That's still going up. So now, I'll admit, I'm starting to just become curious. What happens if that hits 100%? Does your character actually just immediately wet themselves? Also, I have noticed some slight issues up here with my my food intake right now. So, yeah, I've eaten an awful lot of fat and saturated fat, which I'm guessing is all the people. And I've eaten quite a bit of sodium, not enough fibre, which is, you know, unfortunate because clearly sooner or later I'm going to have to do my business. No carbs, no sugar, no... Is there really no protein in a person? I would have thought you'd get protein out of human meat, right? That seems about reasonable. But yeah, unfortunately, no carbs. I need sugar. I need sugar from somewhere. And yeah, okay. My bladder is... I'll just keep an eye on that. I'll just keep an eye on that. Because my bladder is going up. And that is mildly worrying. Am I still going? Yeah, I'm still going the right way. I should intercept a road pretty darn soon, in fact. Oh, here we go. Bladder volume is currently at 99%. 100%. 100% and rising. And oh, what the... My minerals are all completely off the chart. Right. It would appear that eating humans is actually just fine. So, I'm not sure. Okay, my bladder volume is... it's at 101%. So, at this point, I am uncomfortably needing to go to the bathroom, but I'm not immediately wetting myself. As far as I can tell, I don't have a way to force myself to urinate to get that down, so I'm not quite sure what's going to happen there exactly. Oh, hang on. I'm actually doing the I need to pee dance. Ooh, that's interesting. Your character does actually reflect having an overfull bladder. The question is, how do I actually empty it? Well, I do not know, but we should be coming up on the end of the road. Around here. What is waiting at the very end of the road? Okay, I'm going to be honest. When I began this journey, I was hoping for a more exciting, sexy, dramatic conclusion than the road just stopped and also I really, really need to go to the bathroom. Yes. But you know what? It wouldn't be a little island vacation if I didn't just go and, yeah, have a nice little time with you. Well, I admitted I was hoping for a beach. I was hoping for a beach, but I guess this'll do. I guess this'll do. Can I swim, by the way? Does my character know how to swim? You're not great at swimming. Not spectacular. Not spectacular at all, actually. In fact, how do you swim up? Do you know how to swim up? Okay, this feels like this would be bad for your health. Maybe we just get back on land, because this guy apparently has no idea how swimming works. By the way, you may notice that these green numbers have just gone up. That is the weight that is being added to clothing by the amount of water they're currently saturated with. Because of course that's being flipping models. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps this actually sums up Scum quite nicely. A blend of the utterly mundane and the ridiculously detailed and, yeah, throwing spears into zombies' heads at a distance and crafting your own baseball bats with nails in them and finding guns but then not being able to find a single bit of ammunition. Zombies and bears and other players, oh my. I don't know why it works. Alright, it didn't feel like it worked. When I first played it, I played this for like a few hours and I came away thinking, this is terrible, I hate this. But that's because, yeah, there's no tutorial and it's really difficult to get a steer and how it all fits together. But once you just get past the very, very beginning little section where you've got nothing, and once you know what to do, that's actually like, you know, only like 10, 15 minutes if you just happen to get lucky and find a decent stockpile of just a few bits and pieces in the nearest town, then you can just move straight on to the more fun bits, where you're wearing layers upon layers of armour and you're just swinging baseball bats at zombies and all of that business. And yeah, I don't even know I can explain why, but to me this works when similar games I've played and not enjoyed don't. But again, I can't exactly put my finger on why. Maybe it's because it feels more authentic to me because of the ridiculous level of modelling that's going on in the background with the metabolism tab. And maybe, honestly, you know, none of that really means much in the grand scheme of things. Though, quite frankly, it would be hilarious if I did actually die from vitamin K deficiency. That would just be absolutely flipping marvellous. I just love that. I absolutely love that. And yeah, my bladder volume is just going up and up and up. It's okay, mates. It's no one around, it's just you and the camera's behind you. Feel free to just have a quick rest, it's okay. But yes, this is Scum, just came out into early access today, and I'll say, For a game that is, yeah, in its current form that I'm playing right now, an alpha, and has only just entered early access, so, you know, not even really ready for prime time yet, it's nice. It runs very, very nicely indeed, aside from a few server problems. I have had a few disconnection issues, but the actual game runs smoothly. Aside from the fact it doesn't have a tutorial, once you do understand the basics, it's all pretty intuitive, all things considered. It's pretty much all I would want a multiplayer survival game to be, I suppose. It just works really, really nicely. So, take that as a recommendation if you will. I don't think it's going to win you over if you don't like this genre of gaming. But, if you do like this sort of thing, might be something of interest. Could be something special indeed, given a bit of time. We'll probably leave things off here. Maybe I will actually come and revisit this when it leaves early access and actually launches in full. See how it's getting along. Because, yeah, if they actually support this properly, work on it, improve it, this could be good. This could be nice. So, take that as a recommendation if you will, ladies and gentlemen. I think we will see this one again at some point. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd, and this has been Scum. Thank you very much, and goodbye. We have got a gate key here, and then we have got... I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out... Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.